Hi, this is Trey Pastor. Welcome to my review of The Incredibles 2, a movie that I've been waiting for literally 14 years, and everybody's been waiting on it. Okay, waiting for Brad Bird to get to it. And I know I think he originally didn't want to make a sequel, but I think it's just such a demand for it that I think he had to eventually give in and make it. And again, I love this film. Like I said, I love the first one, and like I said in many other videos before, The Incredibles, the original, was basically what the Fantastic Four movies, what the live action movies basically have missed. That sense of family that's dysfunctional, but they love each other and with superpowers, and that's what this incredible movie is. The Incredible, the first one. So I was so looking forward to seeing this movie, and my expectations were sky high for this for this sequel, and it lived up to it in my opinion. Okay, it was well worth the wait. Again, this story is, like I said, you've seen the trailers. Basically, what the story is they get approached by this real rich family. It picks up basically where it left off with the Underminer, them battling the Underminer, which leads into character, a rich character, Winston Dever, played by Bob, or voiced by Bob Odenkirk. Him and his sister Evelyn Dever, they kind of approach the Incredibles because Winston wants to bring the supers back into prominence. He wants to get that law that they passed, that the outlaw superheroes. He wants to get that overturned because he basically explains. Well, I don't want to spoil it, but his motivation for doing it. He has a motivation for doing it. Okay, and his sister, he runs a big corporation, and his sister, she's like the technical genius for the company as well. And they approached the Incredibles and Frozone, and basically said, "Listen, we want to promote you out there, and so that way we can get this ruling overturned and allow supers to flourish like they used to in the past." Okay, and of course, like you see in the trailers, uh, he thinks the best bet to do it, his best play, as he says, is Elastigirl. Because less damage and stuff, and so they pick her to be the face, and Bob basically has to be a stay-at-home dad and take care of the kids while mom is out there, trying to change the super's image. Okay, and what I loved about this movie, again, this movie takes place directly right after the first movie. Okay, so the characters don't age really. Although, like I said, I think I've said it in the past when I kind of wanted to do a time jump, but it works for what they do, what Brad Bird does here, and Zach, I loved it. Okay, first of all, the Elastigirl, like I said, the first movie was kind of sort of Bob's movie, and I guess this movie is sort of Helen's movie, where you get to see them use their powers and stuff, and the incredible ways that Brad Bird and the animators show her using her powers, Elastigirl. Just, really, again, which sort of parallels the Fantastic Four, Mr. Fantastic, all the incredible stretching that she can do and the things that she can do, and the way she fights is just incredible to watch, literally. And it's really fantastic. And of course, like I said, Bob has his own things he has to deal with because secretly he really wanted to be the face, like you see in the trailer. He wanted to be the one out there changing minds, but he kind of he kind of tempers his disappointment by trying to push his wife out there and say, listen, if you get to change things, then you can change things for us and for our kids going forward. So he does really truly want the best for his wife, even though it kind of hurts him that he wasn't the one chosen. And of course, so he has to be kind of stay-at-home dad, and he has to deal with his three kids. Of course, Violet, a teenager, and Dash, the young rambunctious guy, and then of course baby Jack Jack, like you see in the trailers, who starts developing his powers. And so that's a lot for Mr. Incredible to have to handle at the same time while his wife is out there fighting crime, and he's trying to keep it together but not letting her know so he can so she can succeed, like he says in the trailer, so we can succeed basically. And the way Brad Bird you know uh, does it is really fantastic and incredible and a pure enjoyment to watch. And again, I love the Incredible. I love the whole world. And Frozone too is in this, and he does more things in this one as well. And I really enjoyed it. Again, Bob at home with the kids, he has to deal with Jack Jack, his daughter, and not so much that Dash kind of he was more prominent, I think, in the first movie than this movie. But Baz really has to deal with that at home stuff, and like I said, he has to deal with his ego being crushed that he didn't get picked to be the face out there fighting that. And of course, Elastigirl, she has to be the one out there, battling the change of perception and stuff, and she has to deal with a lot of issues and stuff. And of course, with the new villain, Screensaver and stuff. And there's some great fights in this movie and great action, great animation in this movie that makes this movie again one of the tops. Again, I know I keep saying it, but this is what the Fantastic Four should be. When Marvel finally gets those rights back, all they have to do is just watch these two movies and get and they should be able to get and just use that as a model, because they really show this is the family with superpowers that's slightly dysfunctional, but they love it. At the end of the day, they love each other and they come together to overcome what they have to overcome. And again, I like the story of this one, and I like that they kind of moved forward with the sequel. Okay, even though it's like I said, it's a direct sequel, but it's a different story. It's not the same story as the first movie. It's different, but I like a sequel that kind of progresses, and it's not just a rehash of the first movie. And this movie is that, and I really enjoyed it a lot, and I can't wait. And hopefully now we won't have to wait another 14 years for a sequel. Hopefully, maybe in 2-3 years, Brad Bird will have another Incredibles 3. Please, Brad, okay, don't make us wait another decade plus for a sequel, because these characters we love, and we have to see them more. We have to see them again. Okay, we just have to. Okay, and as far as the villain's concerned in this movie, the villain in this movie, I like the villain, although villain. I thought the villain. I can understand the villain's motivation. Let's put it that way. Okay, but I think I like what they did with the villain, because it's not, I guess, what you would think the villain is. Okay, and let's put it at that. I'll just leave it at that, because I'm going to do a spoiler review of The Incredibles where I talk more in depth about that, because I had certain ideas in my head which they didn't do. So, but that's just for the spoiler review, which I'll probably do on my other channel called Views and Opinions. Anyway, I love The Incredibles 2. Go out and see it multiple times. I definitely think I want to see this again. I'm going to give The Incredibles 2 an 8.5. One of the best movies, animated or not, of the year. I really enjoyed it a lot. And again, please, Brad Bird, don't wait another 10 years. Just maybe another 2-3 years and come out with another Incredibles 3. Okay, please. I love the characters, love the world. Don't make us wait another decade plus. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Again, 8.5 for me, one of the best of the year. Anyway, let me know what you think of The Incredibles 2. If you've seen it, what do you think of it? Feel free to leave comments down below. And if you like this review, please hit the subscribe button down below. I have links to my Facebook, my Twitter, and my Instagram in the description box, as well as my other channel, Paul's Views and Opinions. Please check that out as well. And this is Trey Pastor saying so long and take care.